really exciting, which I've been part of it, is the biodigestion. With Quasar Energy up there, they are now digesting biomaterial that's waste. A lot of it comes from the sewage treatment plant in Worcester, and generate electricity, generate methane gas, and make electricity. They put it on the grid now, and they can clean it up. They can clean it up because natural gas is methane gas, and they can clean it up so well now. You can put it in the pipeline. So there's a lot of exciting things happening. And there's things that fuel cells and all this stuff that I don't know much about, but I mean, there's a lot of things happening, and I think what the government's trying to do is they got the idea in their head that they artificially, through cap and tax, raise the price of energy, that's going to bring all these other things on, even though they're not economically feasible at all, okay? And I think what, the market has to function here, and I think the market is functioning because the alternative and renewable energy sources are developing, and if the market's allowed to function as much as possible, I think it will all be better for it. But to come in here and say we're going to, right now there's a full frontal attack on our coal industry here in the eastern United States by this administration, this Congress, and to think that we're going to shut down the coal industry for something else. We're gonna hurt ourselves bad. We're gonna put a lot of people out of work, and we're gonna, lower everybody's incomes that still have a job, and raise the cost of products. It's just a disaster, and we'll transition over time to other sources. But I think for this country to have a strong, vibrant economy, we have to have a reliable and affordable energy supply that has to be multifaceted. And it's going to be coal, it's going to be oil and gas, it's going to be biodigestion, it's going to be wind. I mean, it's going to be everything, and not just not government picking and choosing who it's going to be. Did I answer your tax question? I think I did.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, most politicians don't want to talk about it because it scares people.
Well, my answer to that is in all this on the spending. Nobody wants to talk about what we're going to make some tough choices. One thing I learned when I got in the legislature in '03, we were in a recession in '03, not like anything like now, of course, but after 9/11 and Enron and all that, it occurred to me very quickly. People came in, groups, whatever, agencies, people that, entities that get public funding, and quote, everybody's got a good program, okay? And it occurred to me, it's quite obvious to me, when money's flowing into the government coffers, they're probably going to get funded. And that's what happened in the 90s, because money was really flowing in the 90s, at the state level and everywhere. And now, when money's not flowing in, we have to say, elected officials have to say no. And we've been saying no. We've had no growth budgets here in Ohio, last couple budgets. And so, you got to say no. And one thing we did in the Senate when the bill came over, this is unbelievable, that budget bill came over in the House, because it starts in the House and then goes to the Senate. As I recall, they raised about $1 billion of spending from what the governor's proposal was. So we had, and then we get the new economic data, and we found out we're $1 billion worse than when the governor sent thing, early spring. So we had, so I think we had to cut $2 billion or something. One thing we did, we said no earmarks, okay? Quote earmarks, yeah, and that's when we could get done, because there are some good programs out there that do make some sense. I had one I fought for. It was very little money. It was early childhood. It was basically kindergarten through 3rd grade literacy program, and it was working. Okay, and they were targeting school districts where they had higher poverty, and so one thing I really liked about this program, and I went and witnessed it, at least twice a month they brought the parents in the evenings with their kids, and they went through the things they go through, and I could see it was helping the parents, because in a lot of cases in these poverty districts, the literacy rate for the parents was, needed help, and so it was helping both ways. But one thing I've noticed with our kids, all our 3 kids, when they went to kindergarten, as my wife, they could read. And when you can start out in kindergarten and read, you got a lot better chance of succeeding. But if you're halfway through the system, primary or secondary, you can't read yet, you're not gonna be successful. And so there was a program, you know, I got, it was like $300,000 or $400,000 a year to keep that program going, but it got cut last year, eliminated. And now the school districts that are doing it are still trying to do it because it's a good program. There's not, they can't move out into other districts like they've been doing. You know, so, I think, you know, when it comes to budget stuff, we need to look at everything and prioritize and, you know, really start from scratch. If zero-based budgeting, performance auditing, you know, it just has to happen. But at the federal level, there's a lot of waste yet in the government and a lot of duplication. And we read some about it, even in the Homeland Security area right now, I know some papers. It's just like kind of moves you away. So, you know, it just has to be done. If you don't, there's no point in going to Washington D.C. if they're not going to do it. And I've had this conversation with leadership in the House Republican leadership, with Boehner and Tanner and others, and they're all on the same page. And I think you'll see a different Republican Congress than you saw before, because the situation's got to the point now